Greetings and salutations, I'm your host, Dr. Mega, back again for the second night of the 13 nights with yours truly, Dr. Mega. So, it's Saturday night, it's creepy, it's Halloween, it's October, Spooktober, whatever you prefer, you know, there's all kinds of crazy things. But you're probably wondering the unknown, the mysterious, and why are we watching all these movies? Because it's October, for God's sakes. You gotta get a smile on, you know what I mean? But anyway, anywho, truth is, this is going to be a special double feature. Last time I tuned in, we talked about the Halloween tree, which is a fantastic animated feature. But tonight we're actually going to get a little bit more educational, a little bit more spooky, a little bit silly, and a little bit more fun than ever before. I decided to, why not, let's give Saturday night one hell of a scream and a spook and a scare. So, first and foremost, we gotta check the one and only trick-or-treat bag. Trick-or-treat bag, because who are you gonna call? Yeah, of course you want to call them, but you gotta call me first because, you know, I got connections, you know what I mean? I got some good PR. Anyway, let's see what we got in the trick-or-treat bag today. Oh, it's just not October unless you have a box of delicious chocolate cereal. Hi, time for a PSA. Hello, I'm Dr. Mega. Do you know how to get scared on? Well, you gotta run like crazy from that mass serial killer with delicious cow chocolate, only from General Mills. Some people think it's sad to sell out. It's like people just do things for money, and that's just really sad. Just giving me a headache to think about it. But thank God we got movies, right? So tonight, I present to you Boils and Ghouls. It is a lovely, lovely duo of films. And I like to take the time to actually tell you how much beloved this one. If you grew up in the 80s or the 1990s and earlys, this is the last theatrical production. I actually love talking about this one. And tonight we're going to talk about Ernest Scared Stupid from 1993. Another great flick from the 90s, 93. Which is funny because I did have one other film I love to talk about tonight. Because it seems like to me that 1993 was a big year for these movies. I don't know what it is, except for horror. Of course, you had Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, The Halloween Tree, Ernest Scared Stupid, and there was one other film, and I can't remember it, but trust me, it's going to come on the tip of my tongue. So, Ernest Scared Stupid from 93. It's spooky, it's creepy, and has one sweet, awesome intro by far. Please excuse the quality of the television, but it's really awesome. Crank it up, let's get spooky. So, Ernest is, in this film, the great descendant of the P-World legacy. His great-grandfather was pretty much a reverend who actually cursed or tried to protect the town. The whole town was run by trolls, and the curse of the whole town went crazy when the trolls would capture little children and turn them into little wooden dolls to feed the trolls the bird. It's really weird. It's just like, it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, directed by the Cherry Brothers, which are actually really good brothers. There was Cherry and Cola. It's funny. It wasn't his last name Cherry, it was Cola. They were like hand in hand. The monster movie makeup in this movie is astounding. I mean, it's just great animatronics, and honestly, the costumes they wore for this. But it's honestly, this was Ernest at his finest. I mean, it was hilarious, and it was the only Halloween flick he ever did. And I remember seeing this as a child in the '93, in the last theatrical release, as I was saying earlier. But honestly, this is a beloved classic. Next to Ernest Saves Christmas, you gotta have Ernest Scared Stupid. But there actually is a little bit more fun factoid about this one. And that's tonight's second feature, which I will talk about shortly. Whoa! Oh no, coming down with the T virus, I hope. Nope. Don't recommend joking about viruses at all. But anyway, thought I'm probably just thirsty. A lot to talk about tonight, trust me on this one, kiddies. So, this is honestly, like I said before, just a beautiful entry in the Ernest Scared. Next to Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Goes to Camp, but this one is like, it holds up beautifully, and it's just funny because Ernest gives it all he got. I mean, every single character that he ever did in the entire movies, this is the one that you want to remember him by, for sure. And if you don't know who Ernest is, look him up, he's still hilarious to me. So, moving on, our next feature presentation for tonight is a lovely little one I like to talk about. It is another one from the Shadow Brothers, and the truth is, these two movies I'm talking about tonight actually have a little bit in common. So tonight's second feature is an awesome, awesome little flick. If I can remember correctly, goes by the name of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Because nothing says Halloween like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. The 1988 classic is awesome and amazing. This is actually the first. The Chido brothers, aka, you know, Cherry and Cola is their nicknames, actually did the exact same movie makeup for Ernest Scared Stupid. That's right. So what they did... Love that title theme song. So, honestly, the cool part about these two is the exact same clown costume they used in the 88 flick, they reused in Ernest. If you look very carefully, you will actually see that they didn't just reuse them. They just completely redesigned them by just repainting them. They're all green now instead of just colorful white, blue, and red. It's awesome. You just have to catch it real quick. But yeah, the brothers did such a great, you know, job on these. They just reused them for the Ernest Scared Stupid. So there you go. These movies actually have an awesome connection. Both are sweet flicks. One's funny, one's freaky, especially if you're scared of clowns. But other than that, I mean, you can't really be scared of clowns. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, you know? I mean, all over the place. They're just all popping up everywhere. God, never mind. Anyway, oh, he's got a balloon. It says, I love dairy. Huh. Hey, you'll float too. Anyway, he's adorable. But yeah, that's it for tonight, I want to say. I mean, this one's really short and sweet, but both awesome movies. Killer Clowns from Outer Space is one of my beloved favorites. I can watch it over and over again and never get tired of it. I don't know what it is. I love clowns. What can I say? It's funny. Like, I grew up with clowns, and I'm a clown myself, so hey, it works out. So anyway, I gotta say, it's always a blast doing these little bad boys for you. But I think you all been behaving quite well. So you know what? I'm gonna give you one last treat indeed. And I just got to just turn around and give you a little bit of a sneak preview of another film that I love. I love a lot. So hold on real quick. So your third presentation, it's going to be a triple feature. Figure one up for Saturday. Scoot over just a little bit. Tonight I present Hail to the King, baby. Army of Darkness. Part 3 of the Evil Dead franchise. So get the boomstick ready, baby, because here it comes. Well, it's pretty groovy, I will say. But stuck in medieval times, poor Ash Williams got sucked in by the Book of Necronomicon and has now had to fight his way through the medieval times and the Army of Darkness, resurrected by what seems to be is actually his own evil side itself by some kind of curse, which split off and turned into something horrible. But remember, shop smart, S smart. But it's pretty groovy. But just make sure to reload until those deadites keep coming back again and again. So, I'm Dr. Mega, and I just gotta say one thing, and one thing only, as I reach for this candy. Stay spooky, my friends.